arguably the biggest game on planet Earth. And now this grand game enters its 6th decade. We welcome you to Santa Clara and Levi's Stadium for Super Bowl 60. Tonight, we're set for what should be a great matchup. It's the AFC champion Kansas City Chiefs and the champions of the NFC, the Philadelphia Eagles. One game to decide it all, and it looks a lot like last year's game. Hi, everyone. Thanks for having us in. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. The Chiefs and the Eagles, Greg, back at it this time in Santa Clara. 364 days ago was New Orleans. The Eagles came out on top, and now the Chiefs try to turn the tables on Philly.
Yeah, and you have to think back to last year's game, just the slow start that Kansas City got off to. You let a team like Philadelphia play with the lead, play from out front with that run game and that defense. That's going to be a tall task. So the key going in, everything that Andy Reid has talked about all week, get off to a fast start, come out, attack, and try to keep this thing even a lot longer than they did last year.
After all the hype, it's finally time for football. It's Super Bowl Sunday. And off we go on EA Sports. And he'll work this one past the 25 to right about the 28-yard line. So here come the Chiefs, and that means the 3-time Super Bowl MVP, twice the league MVP. Almost hard to believe, Greg, it's season 9 for Patrick Mahomes.
You just can't imagine the emotions and the thoughts swirling around his head as he takes the field on this opening drive, Mike. I mean, you think of the journey they've been on, their regular season, that gauntlet of playoff games through the AFC playoffs, and now here they are. He's taking the field as the starting quarterback in the Super Bowl, and he's 4 quarters away from living out his dream.
13 yards to start that drive, and a quick first down.
And I think this is something we're going to see a lot here tonight. The ability to use this run game to really set the tone coming out here for this offense.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with the checker. He'll work forward for a couple. John Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
A 3-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 44-yard line, here's 2nd down and 7. Now Mahomes gives it to Pacheco. And a pickup of 3 or maybe 4. Josh Campbell, first-round pick out of Bama. There for the stop.
And while that run wasn't anything really to write home about, what it allows them to do, Mike, is keep everything in the playbook at their disposal. 3rd and short, now it's up to these coaches to dial up their best short yardage play and extend this drive.
And this ball incomplete on 3rd down.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on 3rd down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up and they fail through the air, and we're going to have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
And this will go down as a punt inside the 20 as it continues out of bounds. So here come the Eagles, and they are led by the reigning Super Bowl MVP. What a season for Jalen Hurts. Took the Eagles to the mountaintop. Now his 6th season in the NFL.
All week long, they just keep telling themselves it's just another game, and then reality sets in. And I promise, as he takes the field right now, Mike, the thoughts and the emotions swirling around his head, he's got to do his best to harness it. These are the games that legacies are built upon. He understands, even though he's had this long journey, he is going to be judged based on these next 4 quarters.
He was looking for his tight end, Dallas Goedert, that time. And it'll bring up 2nd down. That is caught wide on the RPO. They'll They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A bit of a quick hitter here, and what you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot, but they knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short gain.
On third down, here's Hurts. Escaping to his left. Will he try to run for it?
Great reaction by the defense. At first, Mike, it looked like there was enough room out there for the quarterback to pick this one up himself, but they were able to rally to the ball, and I think the officials are going to mark him just short.
So on fourth down, they'll call on Braden Mann to punt. Kansas City sends Nico Remigio back to return. This fielded inside the 35. And it'll be brought down, short return, and they'll take over there. The Chiefs offense ready to get going with their second possession. They'll search for the first points of this game as they begin the drive on 1st and 10. On the ground to start the drive with Pacheco. And they'll have it across midfield down at the opposing 46-yard line. Give them 14 on that play. One play, one first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7.
From the 43, here's 2nd down and 7. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man Brown. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
This is one of those throws where you're hoping you do most of the damage after the catch, but give credit to the defense. Once that ball was caught, they were on him quickly, and there was nowhere for him to go after the catch.
On third down, Mahomes. He'll get that complete to Isaiah Pacheco. And he's going to be taken down short of the marker, and that is going to set up an interesting 4th down decision.
Mike, I love studying the NFL and just seeing the amount of ways NFL coordinators are able to get their running backs now involved in the passing game. They're kind of chess pieces. They can move them out in the slot, they can put them out wide, of course out of the backfield. It's a big part of today's modern NFL. So this play by the middle linebacker is all about play recognition. Reminds me of a former teammate, Luke Kuechly. He knew the play before it was going to happen. Watch him. He diagnoses, he tracks the ball, and bang, makes a huge tackle, short of the yard to gain, forces the turnover on downs.
The Eagles offense ready to see what they can do on their second possession. They'll see if they can put something together here, beginning with 1st and 10. Off the play fake, Hurts, and he can't hang on through the contact, incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up 2nd down.
He's usually such a reliable target in the passing game, Mike. We just don't see him struggle to come down with catches like that all too often. And when you're one of the go-to guys on your team, I know the hit's coming, but guess what? It feels a lot better after you take that hit after a catch than it does after a drop.
And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page. And That's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man.
They'll run the sneak. And he gets it to midfield, and he gets the first down. Good run. The drive continues.
First down, Eagles.
When done correctly, Mike, this is just such a high percentage call. It's kind of hard to choose another play off your call sheet. It's impossible to defend. You can know it's coming, stack the box, whatever you want to do. But most of the time, they'll just drive forward and pick up the first down.
And he will not be able to turn upfield. They'll drop him behind the line.
All week long, they stress, Mike, that we have to get as many defenders to this ball carrier as possible. They know he's going to make some guys miss. He's going to be hard to get on the ground, but you can see the effect of rallying to the ball as it had here. They're able to take him down, and they're able to do it for a loss.
Now a deep ball looking for Brown. And he will go all the way. A.J. Brown. Touchdown, Eagles.
When you think back to their first possession of this game, Mike, it resulted in a punt. Not exactly the fast start the coaches told us was so important as this game unfolds. They get the ball back for possession 2. Now they try to find some rhythm, find their identity of the game plan, and they come away with 6. So that's how you bounce back in this league. It's not always going to be perfect. Really nice job settling into this game here with their second possession.
Jake Elliott now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Eagles are off and running here in the Super Bowl. They lead 7-0. Seven 0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. Here's Smith to return it. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And this will wind up working out well. He's going to take it up to the 40-yard line. Good return. The Chiefs offense ready for this next possession. Been a bit of a shaky start so far. A punt followed by the turnover on downs last time they had it. So trying to turn things around here on drive number 3. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. That's the way to get started. A pickup of 17 and a very quick first down.
Really nice job there, Mike. I mean, he sees the blitz coming and just gets the ball out of his hands. Understand where your outlets are. It results in an easy pitch and catch and move the chains.
On the handoff, this is Pacheco. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up 2nd down.
The tackle made at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
Once again, it's Pacheco. And he'll be close to a first down. A gain of a couple as they mark him just short.
He's taken down.
And after that short run, puts them a little bit closer to the first down marker. And they're going to need to create more running room on the ground if they plan on extending this drive.
They'll look to pick this up 3rd and a yard. It's the quarterback with the sneak. Trying to find any seam he can, but the push too strong in the middle. He didn't get there. It's 4th down.
Well, we have an early decision here, Mike. How aggressive does this coach want to be on this 4th down try? I think you got to keep your offense out there. You have a prime opportunity to take the fight to them, extend this drive, and hopefully be able to come away with points.
Here's Mahomes. He's got his man. He finds Worthy. And he's in! Xavier Worthy. Touchdown, KC.
You know, Mike, I think we're going to see a lot of this, and you know why? It's the new kickoff rule. So think about it. In the old days, you'd kick a field goal, you'd kick a touchback, and your opponent would have the ball on the 20. You didn't give up as much field position, but you only got 3 points. Nowadays, you go for 3 points and you kick a touchback, they get the ball on the 35. It's almost 30 yards of field position. You're just better off going for touchdowns when you get in here tight.
Harrison Butker now for the extra point. It's up and through. And the Chiefs will tie things up at 7-7 here in the opening quarter. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Set to return is Xavier Gibson. Now an opening past the 30. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. All even here in this opening quarter. And the drive will begin with first down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. He's got the 2021 Heisman winner. That's Devontae Smith.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 45-yard line.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's 2nd and 4. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. He keeps it himself. And Hurts wisely going to slide after he's picked up the first down.
9 yards. And an Eagle first down.
I love this call, Mike. 2nd down and short. One of the best downs in football to take a shot. Give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. But a nice job by the quarterback, realizing there's nothing downfield. Take off, turn into a runner, pick up the first down.
So, 1 quarter down here on Super Bowl Sunday. Pair of 7s on the scoreboard. And we're back in the Bay Area after this. Eagles in possession to start the second quarter. Here's 1st and 10 as we are ready to get back underway. A first down throw for Hurts. Now a screen set up for Barkley. And he'll be out of bounds as the first down completion nets about 3.
Just a little slow developing on that screenplay there. It was pretty obvious to the entire defense exactly what was going on. Nobody was thinking pass. Nobody was getting back into their drops, and just nowhere for that back to go.
On 2nd down, Hurts. I had a defender draped all over him. Incomplete. Good work to body him up and set up a 3rd down.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Taken in by Dotson. And he puts his head down, and he picks up the first down.
A gain of 9 yards. First down, Eagles.
Dotson, the man in motion. To the air again. Hurts. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
I got high standards for offensive players, but in this case, Mike, I think I'm giving all the credit to the defender. He timed that one up perfectly, and what could have been an easy play ends up as an incomplete.
Look wide. Get this one complete. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down.
A gain of 4, and it's third down.
Again, Hurts. Open man, A.J. Brown's got it. Remember, he had the touchdown catch the last time they had the football. Here, he's got a first down.
It just seems like whenever they need a big play on third down, you can almost guarantee that he's someone they're going to try to get the ball to, and certainly easy to see why. Clutch play by everyone involved and keeps the offense on the field.
Out of the gun, they give it to Barkley. And well, it's hard to get a square shot when he's moving like that. Spinning and turning and picking up 9 yards.
Still first down.
So, a lot of options on the table now. It's 1st and 5. Here's a handoff to Barkley. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
And with that run, it puts them on the doorstep of the end zone. This has been a really impressive series up into this point, Mike. I mean, so much that anything less than a touchdown kind of feels like a letdown.
Here's Barkley. And good blocking up front, paving the way for a gain of 8 on the ground.
A gain of 8 brings up second and goal.
Here now, second down and goal. Barkley, and he is not going to get to the goal line. In fact, he's even going to lose yards on that play, and now it is 3rd and goal. Now a stoppage for an injured player, and it's Saquon Barkley, who appears to be shaken up without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. Back at the 3-yard line. 3rd and goal. Man in motion is Brown. 3rd and goal for Hurts. Oh, no chance there. Under a heavy rush, he goes down.
And that's a big-time play. It felt like they really needed it, Mike. That was a drive where the offense seemed to be in complete control. Anytime on the defense where you find yourself on your heels, you're giving up big plays, you're giving up fresh set of downs, you need a spark. You need something to change the momentum of the drive, and we'll see if that was it right there.
On 4th down, it's Jake Elliott time for the Eagles. This, about as short as you can get. Elliott's kick is good. And the Eagles will break our tie and take a 10-7 lead.
It's always a little bit of a letdown, Mike. You find yourself deep in the red zone and you have to settle for a short field goal like that. In this case, he's able to put it through, and they get 3.
And back to work goes Elliott after making the field goal. He'll send this one away. Here's Smith to return it. Get across the 20, mark them at the 22-yard line. The Chiefs and their running back, Isaiah Pacheco, head out for their next drive. They'll start out first down and 10. To throw is Mahomes. That's complete to Rice.
All right, so anytime you're facing the blitz, the best thing you can do as an offense is just get the ball out of your hand. Get into the hands of receiver, run after catch. In this case, nice job by the defense, rallying to the ball. Modest gain.
Ball on the 28-yard line. Here's 2nd and 4. Here's Mahomes. Trying to set up the screen here with Pacheco. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 45-yard line. Can't ask for much more. On the screen, they gain 19 yards and a first down.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense, a lot of space in the short game, get them the ball, pick up the first down. Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 4. Right back to the air for Mahomes. A man over the middle, it's Worthy. And he'll be taken down. The gain is 6, and it's a new set of downs. He picked up the first down.
That's good for a
There's this misconception out there, Mike, that in the NFL, you have to run the same amount of run plays as you do pass plays. And as you're seeing in this drive, you can fall on one side of that coin a little bit more as long as you're able to remain effective and efficient. So far, their passing game has dominated here early, and that last pickup leads to a first down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 35-yard line.
Ball on the 35. Here comes a 2nd and 5. Mahomes going to keep it on a designed run. A gain there of 11. And the Chiefs have a first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down.
Mike, I think every offense would love to be able to call designed runs for their quarterback, but it's so dependent of who that quarterback is. And for this team, to be able to have that guy behind center, it just adds a different element to what they can do on offense.
A throw on the move is caught. And they'll get him down inside the 5-yard line. It's 1st and goal coming up.
That's another Kansas City Chiefs first down. 1st and goal at the 4-yard line.
I love the way the ball's been moving around to different guys this drive, Mike. I mean, it really keeps the defense guessing and off balance. And now, this defense is going to have to figure out how to keep this offense out of the end zone because it's 1st and goal.
That one, take it in. Jalen Royals. Touchdown, Kansas City.
Where you make your mark in the NFL playing quarterback, Mike, is anyone can operate from a clean pocket. But how good are you when that thing gets a little muddy? And this is an NFL-type throw. You're down here. You're looking for a touchdown tight in the red zone. You're in the face of pressure. You've got to hold it for just an extra second to let that route come open. Not everybody can do that. In this case, he hangs in there, delivers it on the money, and comes away with a big touchdown.
Butker's extra point is good. And the Chiefs are on top. It's 14-10.
Eagles 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Eagles offense ready to come back out for this next possession. They'll do so with 1st and 10. Sweep. And that one shut down almost immediately. Good pressure from the backside. Left them nowhere to go. And no gain.
Tried to get a little cute here, get the ball into the hands of one of their receivers in space on a jet motion, but really nice job there by the defense. When you can set good edges and you can have good force players on the perimeter of the defense, there's really nowhere for this jet sweep to go, because with them running horizontal before the snap, Mike, it's very hard for these receivers to cut and get vertical. Sometimes it's those footsteps. I don't care how long you've been playing or at what level you've been playing at. When that defender's bearing down, you really get a good idea of what guys are willing to go through contact to secure a catch, and in this case, what guys are unwilling.
3rd and 11. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, and that catch gets him a 1st down. 2 minutes to go here till halftime. Back for more on Super Bowl Sunday. After this, they'll come up here 1st and 10. Hurts now. That'll be taken in by Barkley. And he's brought down after a gain of 6 on 1st down.
We tend to make NFL offense very complicated, Mike, but sometimes it's as simple as this. Get the ball into the hands of your playmakers and just let them do the rest.
They'll come up now for 2nd down and 4. Hurts again. This one is caught by Dotson. And he's going to have the 1st down as he gets out of bounds, and he stopped the clock as well.
These are the play calls, Mike, that offensive coordinators use to just get their quarterback and their passing game into some sort of rhythm. Easy pitch and catch, get the ball out of his hand, see a completion. These typically, as the game goes on, lead to bigger and bigger gains.
Here's Smith. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
8 yards on the
In a lot of offenses, Mike, these quick passes to the wide receivers really fall under the run category. Of course, they're going to go down as a forward pass, but to a lot of offensive coordinators in the league, it's a lot easier to pick up 1st and 2nd down yardage on these quicks than it is to turn around and hand it off to your running back and count on blocking everybody. So often the best pass defense is a good pass rush, and that's exactly what we saw here. The pass rush disrupted this play from the very start. The quarterback has all of his attention on the rushers rather than his receivers downfield. All he can manage to do is get back to the original line of scrimmage.
3rd and short, and Hurts will throw. And that is incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown that time. And that's going to lead to a 4th down.
But here we find the best laid plans sometimes do go astray. Every offense, Mike, what do they tell us? We want to stay ahead of the chains. We want to stay on schedule. This was a 3rd and very reasonable. Incomplete on that 3rd down try. Now brings up 4th and short.
That is incomplete. Well, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down. The Chiefs offense going to see what they can do in the final minute of this first half. The lead sits at 4, so they'll try to add on to that. This drive begins with 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. That's caught. Travis Kelce. And he's got it to the 35-yard line. Now the Chiefs going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it just a little bit over 30 seconds to go in this first half.
At the 35-yard line.
Ball out to the 35-yard line as they come up for 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Mahomes. The ball deflected at least a couple of times, but it will fall to the ground. It's incomplete.
You talk about a quarterback getting bailed out. Man, that is a pick all day long, and as this defender enters the huddle, you see a bunch of his guys hitting him on the helmet, but I can promise you they're saying, next time, you got to come down with that one.
Mahomes looking to throw on 2nd down. To the outside, catch made by Brown. Now KC going to use the second of their timeouts. They'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go until halftime.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
Third down, 3 to go. Throwing again, it's Mahomes. That's into the hands of Worthy. And he will have the first down. The drive will continue after a pickup of 8.
For the Kansas City Chiefs. First down. 1st and 10 at the 50-yard line.
Gray is the motion man here. Mahomes now to throw again. Short throw taken in by Kelce. And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line. His second grab on this drive, good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a first down.
1st and 10 at the 38.
So, halftime here out west. Let's send it east to Scott Hansen. He has our EA Sports halftime report.
Okay, Mike, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson.
Scott, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula and come out on top in this tight one as we hit the second half. Two quarters left in the NFL season as we decide a champion. Back underway here at the Super Bowl. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Eagles offense going to have a first crack at it as we begin this third quarter. They trail by 4. A touchdown gives them the lead. Drive begins with 1st and 10. the Auburn alum, Jake Bigsby, who managed to get 2, maybe 3 on that carry. Drew Tranquil up to make the tackle.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32-yard line now, here's 2nd and 6. A shotgun snap now to Hurts. Open man downfield is Smith. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. A big play here in the big game. 32 yards.
And it's hardly an exaggeration when I say, Mike, that he's probably one of the most difficult individual assignments in the entire league. It's like playing football against that really good kid in your neighborhood. He's just hard to cover, and plays like this, it just shows how special he can be.
They'll run it with the Boston College bruiser, A.J. Dillon. That lane closes quickly. A pickup of 3. It was Jalen Watson who got him down.
2nd and 6 at the Chiefs' 32-yard line.
It is 2nd and 6. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. That's over the middle and intercepted. Picked off by Nick Bolton. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here at their own 47-yard line.
Well, Mike, I think it's pretty clear what the message was by this head coach at halftime. He said, listen, guys, we're behind. We're trailing. We're going to come out early in this second half and be aggressive from the get-go and cut into this deficit. But oftentimes, reckless decision-making, over-aggressive play calling leads to turnovers. Now, this defense finds themselves heading back out onto the field a little earlier than expected, but they need to hold serve and keep this score right where it is.
Switch!
They'll start on the ground with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Campbell on the stop. 1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9 at the 47-yard line.
Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. To the right side, hauled in by Kelsey. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. The future Hall of Famers connect. Mahomes to Kelsey. One more time for a Chiefs first down. Take this down inside the 35. Give him 10 more on that one. Just enough for another first down.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to extend this lead.
And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
The timing of these RPO concepts, that's the entire key. Remember, Mike, in the college game, they get a 3-yard window that they're allowed to be downfield even on a forward pass. That's not the rule in the NFL. These decisions have to be made quickly. If not, even after a good pickup, you could be coming back
to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
The big guys in the middle of the defense, Mike, the defensive tackles. So often they're asked to do the dirty work. Keep the blockers off the linebackers. Let them run around and make all the plays. But in this case, this guy's able to shed his blocker, make the stop, and keep it to no gain.
Mahomes now to throw on second down. This one going to be sniffed out. Blown up in the backfield.
The best Most defenders can just sense when a screen is coming. They can tell the body language of the offensive lineman's pass set. They can tell on the drop of the quarterback. It just doesn't look right. It's exactly the case here. Great job getting to the back and taking him down for a loss.
3rd and long for Mahomes. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he's going to have the first down. Just past the marker. It is 1st and goal.
The defensive line has to do a better job of contain rushing, especially on 3rd down. Like, you can't rush one-on-one. You have to rush as a unit. Keep the quarterback in the pocket, and when you let him get loose, this is what's going to happen.
To throw is Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Pacheco. And he is going the wrong way. Tackled back at the 7.
Well, the best screen plays, of course, you want the offensive lineman out in front of the running back. They act as his escort, his lead blockers. But what you can't afford is for the defenders to be in the backfield and get to the running back, because those offensive linemen, they can't help him at all.
Off the play fake. Mahomes. He's got his big tight end. Travis Kelce. Touchdown, Chiefs. Greg, it's the quarterback's best friend, and you were that guy for a lot of years. The tight end in a tight area with man coverage.
Yeah, and it's really twofold, Mike, right? First and foremost, we see so many of these tight ends around the league that now have gotten to the point where one-on-one matchups, that's advantage offense. But then even in the cases they don't create great separation, Mike, it's their size, their catch radius. It's such a friendly target for the quarterback that when things get tight in the red zone, they look to the tight end.
And Butker on for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs are out to a 21-10 lead.
Eagles 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. On the return, it's Tank Bigsby. He'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense about ready to take over once more. They'll look to make some inroads here. They're down 21-10 in this one as they come up on a first down. Keep it on the option. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, they try to get the run game started here early on this drive, Mike, and they're just going to have to do a better job up front. There's really nowhere for this ball carrier to go. You never want to lose yards on first down, but that's exactly the case here.
On second down, Hurts. Now a screen set up for Bigsby. And that is going nowhere in a hurry. Finally taken down well behind the line.
Yeah, so you can see the screenplay. The timing was just out of whack from the jump. So the key is, Mike, the running back has to stay in phase with his offensive line. If one of them gets out too fast or too slow, the back and the blocking don't marry up, and you see that's why he's taken down behind the line of scrimmage.
And in motion is Brown. 3rd and long for Hurts. And he'll just have to throw this one away. There is nowhere to go downfield. And now it's going to bring up a 4th down.
At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
Returnable for Remigio. And he'll get forward a few yards on the return. And That's where the offense will take over. Patrick Mahomes going to lead the KC offense back out for this next drive. They'll have a short field in front of them as they try to extend this lead out further. The drive begins with a run by Pacheco. And a very elusive run there. He winds up gaining about 9 yards.
And we're starting to see the fruits of their labor paying off here. I mean, they've used this run game to throw a bunch of body blows throughout the entire contest. And while some of the carries didn't result in much at the time, it's clear they're starting to take its toll on this defense.
He throws, and it is incomplete. Just couldn't deliver that one the way he wanted to. Not really sure if there was much there anyways. We do know it'll be third down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
They'll try to sneak it here. And he's going to be close to that first down. Looks like he made it past the yellow line. Yes, he did. It is indeed a first down.
I don't want to take anything away from the quarterback here, Mike. He did a nice job picking up that first down. But this play is won or lost by the big guys up front. They're the ones who need to get off the snap on time, get leverage on the defender, and create the space needed for the quarterback to pick up the first down.
Got a man over the middle. It's Worthy. And they bring him down inside the 25-yard line. They get 15 on that game. First down, KC.
The defender has to do a better job here, Mike, of getting depth. He wants to elevate that ball to give his secondary defender a chance to make a play. He gets too much width, not enough depth, and a quarterback like this is going to take advantage.
To the left side in the hands of Rice. He's taken down just shy of the 10. That's 13 more on that play. And quickly, another first down.
Not a whole lot complicated about this play, Mike. That was understanding where the holes of the defense were. Remember, in this zone coverage, you got to find green grass. Get past the first down marker, be friendly to the quarterback, and then the ball has to be on time before those zone defenders can react to the receiver. It's exactly how it played out here. You can drop all the fancy plays you want, but when the quarterback and the receiver see it through the same set of eyes, it's virtually impossible to stop.
That one, take it in, middle of the end zone. Hollywood Brown, touchdown KC. That is yet another touchdown pass. What a game he is having, throwing his 4th touchdown score of the game.
It's one thing, Mike, to throw 4 touchdowns, but it's really the ease in which he's carved this defense up that has stood out the most. The defense has had no answers for this passing game, and he has just completely had his way with this group.
Here's Butker now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Chiefs will extend this third quarter lead.
Eagles 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he's stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. The Eagles offense getting their final instructions before heading back onto the field. They are in need of points in a big way as they set out on 1st and 10. Man in motion is Smith. Fake the give. Now it's Hurts. Throw to the right flat. It is caught. And he's back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain before stepping out of bounds.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd down and 9. From the shotgun, it's Hurts. He'll step up and run, and he'll wind up with a short pickup as he slides to a stop. And that's going to bring up 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
1 quarter remains here in Super Bowl 59. EA Sports back for the 4th from SoFi after this. Third and 6. To throw is Hurts. And he will not get back to the line of scrimmage. That's going to go down as a sack and a loss of a couple.
A loss of a yard.
We're starting to see in these passing situations, Mike, this defensive line is starting to have their way against this group up front because right now, their pass protection is breaking down, and his quarterback's paying the price for it.
The offense staying out there for this 4th down. Here's Hurts. That's incomplete. Daring call on 4th down. Does not work out. And it results in a turnover on down. So, here comes the KC offense set to take over once more. They start with the lead and the football. They do so with tremendous field position. It's 1st and 10. Gives it to Pacheco. And good hard running there. He'll push his way forward. Gain of about 5.
And he has been a handful to deal with throughout this entire contest, Mike. And they came into the game saying, we want to impose our will on the defense. And that's exactly what they've been able to do.
They'll stay on the ground and stay with Pacheco. And he'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage.
There's very few defenses in today's NFL, Mike, that you can play the cornerback position and be unwilling to tackle. Those days are kind of over, so give credit to this guy. I mean, he identified run, he understood his leverage and gap fit, and he's able to bring him down for no gain.
3rd and short. Here's Patrick. That's out to Brown, right side, complete. A gain of 11 on that one. Good for a Chiefs 1st down.
Down.
3rd downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on 3rd downs, that is a recipe for success.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Looked like that might have been a RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like you might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
That is caught. Fighting for the goal line. They're going to stop him just short, but he has picked up the 1st down.
Big-time completion right there, and this isn't just a spot where they're trying to run the game out here in the 4th quarter. They were not only trying to pick up points, but they're trying to get in the end zone and extend this lead. So really nice job here late. We're going to see if they can put this one out of reach.
That's holding at the 2.
These are the worst. I had a couple years, Mike, where I swear I got tackled inside the 1-yard line 10 times, and then you look back and you're like, man, how many touchdowns did I leave on the board because I couldn't get one more yard? Now, for him individually, not ideal, but right now they're on the doorstep of the end zone, and they got to find a way to put that ball across the goal line.
Pacheco, touchdown! And that touchdown probably, Greg, ends any small hopes of a comeback on the other side.
Yeah, and I think those chances, Mike, were small to begin with, but with that last score, I think this one is pretty much over.
Butker now for the point after. He's got it. And the Chiefs will open it up even further here in this fourth quarter.
35, Eagles 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Bigsby to return it. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. Here comes the Philly offense now as they make their way back onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. Ground, it is Bigsby to start this drive. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
Yeah, so I think as you look back over the course of this game, it's really been the inability of this offense, Mike, to create any sort of balanced attack to get anything going. And whether you look at the rushing yards, whether you look at just the points scored, this offense has to find a way going forward to generate more big plays and more balance, both run and pass.
Out wide, that's Bigsby. And nice work there after the catch. He's a little short of the first down after a gain of 7.
There's a lot of ways to get the ball in the hands of your running backs, and it's not always by just handing it to them. In this case, it's a simple check down, picks up a good gain, brings up 3rd down.
Here's 3rd and 2. Hurts now. He's going to be out of bounds with a gain of 7. And that'll be enough for a 1st down.
And this is what modern-day running back looks like in the NFL. They want to be able to activate these players in the passing game, no different than they do with the tight ends and the wide receivers. When you look out there and you have a mismatch, you have a linebacker or a safety on your running back, he's expected to win. And that's exactly what he did here. Just feels like this has been the story of the day for this offense, just unable to get anything going on the ground, and a big reason they find themselves trailing and another loss of yards.
After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. To throw, Hurts. There's a throw right side. It'll be incomplete. John Dotson was the intended receiver there. And it'll be 3rd down.
I think the biggest issue and why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the ups and downs of this passing game. At sometimes, he's highly accurate and efficient, but at others, he just misses too many easy throws. The question is, are they going to be able to overcome this quarterback inconsistency and pull this game out?
That one broken up. It is incomplete. This defensive secondary, they have been really a no-fly zone all game long. It continues here and brings up 4th down.
I just don't like the look of this passing game, Mike. It just seems a bit erratic. On top of the 2 straight incompletions, they've already turned the ball over through the air. And truthfully, with how dangerous some of these throws have been, they're lucky it hasn't been even more.
Again, working deep downfield. That's going to be incomplete. They felt compelled to go for it on 4th and long. It's a big ask, and the defense turns them away.
You find yourself down big. It's the 4th quarter. There's really no choice but to go for this at this point. But once again, this defense, they're up to the task, and they come through yet again with a huge stop.
They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. They'll run right side with Pacheco. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all.
He's tackled at the 40-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd and 9. Mahomes going to fire quickly to Worthy. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line.
It's a gain of 11.
Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Chiefs have a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
They'll run it straight ahead with Pacheco. And he will get into the end zone. Isaiah Pacheco. Touchdown, Kansas City. That's his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. Greg, in the end zone again. I'm running out of different ways to say touchdown. They're doing it so often here today.
Mike, some offensive play callers, once they get the lead, it's just milk the clock and let's get out with a win. But not this coach. He is trying to score every single time they possess the ball.
Butker now to add the PAT. The kick is good. And the Chiefs stretch things out even further.
Chiefs 42, Eagles 10.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. Gibson now on the return. And he's brought down right at the 25-yard line. Following the play, we have an Eagle who is shaken up without question. Something you never want to see, especially here on Super Bowl Sunday. From the 25, they'll go to work. 1st and 10. Hurts delivers it quick to Brown. And good yardage there after the catch. They'll wind up with a gain of 7 on 1st down.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 33-yard line.
From the 33, here's 2nd and 2. Off the play fake, Hurts. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield.
That's interference. Defense.
pistol. It's a run with Dillon. He's fighting to get back to the line of scrimmage, but can't get there. Dropped for the loss of a yard.
It's a loss of 2.
A little surprising to see them keep the ball on the ground, especially given the situation, Mike. I mean, you're trailing. You haven't had a lot of success running the ball up until this point. They need chunk plays. They need to score, and they need to score fast.
Second down throw for Hurts. Left side, it's caught by Brown. And he's out of bounds, down inside the 35. So they come to the line for first down and 10. Off the RPO, they'll get it to Brown. And he'll be driven out of bounds, and that's a pickup of 8.
We hear the term RPO so often, Mike, and it continues to kind of trickle its way into the NFL. But remember, it's a lot different in the NFL than it is in the college game, where it's a lot more prevalent. The lineman cannot go downfield, so that quarterback has to make a lot of really fast snapshot decisions, or else it's going to lead to a penalty or him holding on to the ball too long. So it's something that teams want to implement, but maybe not quite to the level that we see in the college game. The offense thinks that they can just kind of plow this one up there in the middle and keep the chains moving, but not on this defense. Not only do they not pick up the first down, but after suffering that loss, now they've got some decisions to make on third.
It's a pickup of 12. Good for an Eagles first down.
It's really been a one-sided game, but how often do we see in the fourth quarter the team that finds themselves down by a lot, they start to come alive? I think it's a combination of trying to end the game on a positive note, but also sometimes that defense getting a little lackadaisical.
The pass. Chris Jones on the stop. No gain on the play. Brings up second and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Second and 10. Here's a handoff to Bigsby.
Tank Bigsby, the ball carrier. He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's third down.
A successful drive, but in danger of stalling. Trying to convert now on 3rd and 7. Over the middle to his tight end, Goddard. And he's got the first down. A great job looking at engaging where the marker is and getting there to set up first and goal. And that'll do it for the third time in 4 years. The Kansas City Chiefs are once again Super Bowl champions. So this performance, the cherry on top, the tour de force for this entire day. Many felt this was the best team all year. And Greg, in the biggest spot, they proved it in a big way.
I think all week preparing for the Super Bowl, I think they felt really good about their chances, Mike. They've been one of the best teams all season long. But to put all 3 phases together on the biggest stage and play at this level, I think when it's all said and done, we're going to look back, Mike, and this is going to be one of the most dominating performances in Super Bowl history.
So that'll do it for another sensational season of the NFL on EA Sports. For our entire team and with my partner Greg Olson,